Good morning. Welcome back to Satterwhite
Live.
To Satterwhite Live. All right, Josh, we got a great episode this week.
Man, I'm a little sad, but we got news. I'm sad that this is the last episode of this season, but we got news that we might be able to continue to see this through the finish out.
We might have gotten picked up for another season, that's for sure. So, what we're going to do today, I know, guys, you've been following along with our series on this constructed shell that's been happening locally. We finished it up, and we've got some video today. We went out there and kind of captured what all goes into a constructed shell and what the finished product looks like.
That's a question we get a lot, so we're just going to walk you through it.
All right. First off, we at Satterwhite Log Homes are Christians. We're not ashamed of our faith. We kneel to God only and to no man. We love America. We stand proudly for the pledge and for our national anthem. We're proud of our flag, our military, our law enforcement, and our first responders. We revere our founding fathers and our Constitution. We will fight to the death for our families, our country, and our God.
Well said, buddy.
Thank you. All right, Danny, let's go ahead and roll this footage. Good morning. Welcome back. We're out here again at our series on the constructed shell that we've been following for the last few weeks.
Man, it's been awesome to see the progression from when we came out here. They were just done the dirt work.
Absolutely. And
here we are with the finished constructed shell.
It's finished up. We're 100% done.
With our part, with the shell.
Of course. So now the homeowner has some work to do in the end, but we want to dive right into it and show you what all is included on a constructed shell. So come with us. Okay, guys, here we are. A couple days after the constructed shell is finished. So we're going to go, let's hit the outside parts first.
Yeah, so the first thing that we do when we show up on site, we've done it through the series, is stack your log wall. So, that's the first thing. What's included in the constructed shell? This is
a 6x8 D log with a dovetail corner. We've got about 14 different log options, 2 or 3 different corner options. So
different sizes, different thicknesses, different looks.
Absolutely. So this customer has chosen 6x8D as their preferred house log with a dovetail corner. So
logs are stacked.
Absolutely. Logs are, as far as we take them on the outside, these logs will be ready. Right now, they're ready to be cleaned, stained, and sealed.
Yep.
And once they're stained and sealed on the exterior, you're done with the log.
Logs are done. Yeah. Let's go around here and show them what's next.
Okay. On our way inside, let's stop here and talk about this, Josh. Really cool concept. This kind of shows you how you can modify the plan any way you'd like.
Yeah, you're not stuck in anything.
No. So this customer chose to put an outdoor kitchen, a little gable porch out here in the back. Kind of explain the features of this, Josh.
Yeah, so typically on the river's edge, this is an 8-foot back porch right here, but you can see kind of here in line, they've taken this out another, what would you say, 10, 12 feet?
Yeah, I think
in this section, probably 18 feet wide. So this is an outdoor area that they've got. It's gabled, where typically it's just shed porch, but you've got this vaulted porch area with the nice rafters, the exposed tongue and groove decking for the backside of your roof system here. Two nice trusses built.
They got some electrical for a ceiling fan, and they've got plumbing in the slab for an outdoor kitchen. So let's go on the inside and check out the interior framing.
All right, so we've got the we've got the log wall stacked. We've moved inside. So now you see all of the interior framing that's included in a shell. So all of your walls that divide your bedrooms, bathrooms, kitchen, great room areas, those are all framed. Those are all ready for your next step, probably for mechanical to go in.
Yeah, absolutely. You can get started on your mechanical, insulate your roof system and your gable ends, and then you're ready to start putting in fixtures.
So you can see where the rooms are going to be. Obviously, there's still a lot of work that goes there, but I mean, you can walk the house now.
Absolutely.
So this is master bedroom. You can tell that you're going to have probably a couple closets and into the bath.
Yeah.
See how the vaulted ceilings are going to be. It's really starting to. I mean, it's taking shape.
All right. So I want to spend a couple seconds on the roughed-in electrical. We're going to rough in all the electrical in the exterior log wall. So what that means was, you got an outlet right here. We're going to cut a hole for your outlet, run your wire here, and we're going to run it up to your closest window and door where it goes behind the door trim or the window trim, and then it's going to be looped out up here on the top. So that's kind of how we rough in the electrical, and that is all included in the exterior log wall.
And we're going to do the same for all the plugs, all the switches, or any fixtures that are shown on the signed final plan that you have on the exterior log wall.
Yeah, that's interior and exterior outlets. So
On the log wall.
Right, log wall. And feel free to add as many of those as you'd like.
Okay, so this is kind of the finished way that the rough-in plumbing is going to be when we leave the shell. We've talked about this a couple of times, that you don't have any plumbing in your log wall. So in this scenario, this plumbing is furred in just a little bit. It'll be hidden within this half frame wall here that'll allow you to get supply line to this shower. This looks like it's probably the master shower. I'm not looking at the plan, but you've got where your drain is going to be. So this is just a good way to see how the rough-in plumbing is going to be when we leave the constructed shell.
One thing I kind of hit on when we were out here doing the foundation was the floor plugs. So here we are. This is with the finished floor plug. You know, this gives you access to have electrical in this living room. You'll pop the top on this, electrician will wire the electrical, and then you'll cut it off at the floor.
Yeah, whatever the final finished height of the floor is.
Exactly.
Same thing for the island.
Yep, we got the island here. That's some more electrical. That's just a chase that we put in when we did the foundation. This will service the kitchen island, and you'll be good to go. All right, Josh, let's go outside and finish up.
This is a great example, Blake, to show them how we have a solid log wall here.
Yeah.
You can't tell the thickness of it because you're just on the outside looking in. Right beside it, we've got a framed garage with log siding. Same profile on the face.
Absolutely indistinguishable.
That's right.
So, this is, like he said, this is log wall. This is log siding. Cannot tell the difference. Just
And
makes
that's
more
something.
sense.
I'm sorry. That's something that we do a lot for dormers, gable ends, garages, somewhere where it doesn't make sense to use a solid log.
Absolutely. So you cannot tell the difference. All right. All right, Josh. Here we are on the front porch. This is a very cool feature of this house. All right, just a couple things that are typical of a Satterwhite Constructed Shell. We've got exterior door is hung with no hardware, but the door is serviceable and hung and installed.
Take just a second to explain to them about their options with the front door.
Okay, we have, I don't know, 35 different options.
Yeah, so with any constructed shell that you get from us, it's going to have a door allowance. So most of the time, almost always, we include that door allowance in the shell unless you've told us otherwise.
Yes.
So at that allowance, you get to go through and look at your brochure and decide. They're all the same construction. They're all stained grade fiberglass doors with a stained grade wood jamb, but you have multiple options. What would you say, about 25 different?
25 or 30 insert options, whether it's half glass, full glass.
Speakeasy, internal blind. Yeah, I mean, just a plethora of different things that you can choose. But included in the standard shell, the door allowance are included. You get to pick the door that you want.
Right.
Sometimes it's cheaper, sometimes it's more expensive. It depends on your taste.
All right, so the door's installed. It's also trimmed, 2x4 rough cedar trim. That's standard. That's what you can see here. You get your two vertical pieces and your horizontal and trim piece.
Explain to them about the. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say there's your roughed-in electrical that we talked about earlier on the inside.
That's right.
That's where it's coming out for this sconce light. Vinyl windows. These are included and installed, as well as the trim. So
that's a vinyl window, double pane, low E glass, single hung, lifetime warranty window. It's a very good window. It's made by All Seasons Windows and Doors.
Absolutely.
That's our standard color. That's sandstone.
Yeah, sandstone. That's
Did you know that was sandstone?
I did know that was sandstone. Look, sandstone. This is 2x4 Western red cedar trim, like we said. Now we have many different trim options. This is just our standard. So, all right. Speaking of standard again, let's look up at the gable glass. We do not provide the windows for the gable glass, but we do cut the opening for them. And what you do with that is you provide those opening measurements to your closest local glass dealer. They will cut the glass to fit and install it. So what we've done, we've framed the opening, put in your rough framing to put the window to, and that's where we leave it. So
yeah, and just like Blake said, so any triangle or trapezoid shape, whatever you want to call them, specialty glass that's not basically a square or a rectangle, those need to be measured on site. That is very key. Yes. Measured on site. Don't scale them off the plan to have these windows made after the fact.
You have to take real measurements. So again, everything out here is standard. You've got your Douglas fir post, truss web, roof decking, porch decking, and rafters.
Yeah, that's a good-looking front porch on this house. It gives a ton of curb appeal. It allows to have the vaulted ceiling that goes on through, get natural light in there.
Absolutely, I love it.
Let's go down here and show them the shed porch before we leave.
Sure. So this front porch here is a 6-foot front porch. We've got our 2x4 rough cedar railing, 4x6 post and girder.
Y bracing.
Yep. And we covered this when we were out here. I don't know, midway through. It wasn't finished then, but this is the completed product. Just looks really, really sharp.
Okay, so Blake's covered this, the rough-in electrical that we do in the constructed shell. We talked about, Blake, we talked about the plugs, the switches and fixtures in the log wall. On the inside, you said the outside, you showed them the sconce light there. Also exterior plugs, just to show. So
and add as many of those as you want. So.
Yeah, as long as they're on the signed final plan, we're going to do them for you. I've been here 11 years. You've been here, what, 15? I've never had an issue where a customer requested too many plugs that we threw a fit about. So, I mean, we're here to please. We aim to please.
Absolutely. Well, guys, thank you for being with us this week. We hope you enjoyed this constructed shell. Nice little series we put together.
This has been a fun series.
It has been great. So, if you have any questions, just give us a holler or drop us an email. Thank you.
Hey, you know what we forgot to tell them about?
No? What, Josh?
The roof, how we leave the roof.
That's how we leave the roof, right there. That's synthetic felt. Now, that's not waterproof. It's water resistant.
Right.
So as soon as we leave, you need to get started on getting your log stained and your roof installed, whether it be shingles or metal.
Yeah, now we can provide the shingles. Some people opt to do that. Most folks don't because we don't install them.
Right.
So just like you said, 99% of people, we're going to leave it like this. Whoever's going to roof the house or the general contractor typically provides the shingles. If you're doing a metal roof, then for sure that you guys are going to be responsible for that. But you're ready to go. Whichever route you go, it's primed and ready to go for that.
Perfect. All right.
Let's get some lunch.
All right. Have a good one.
Are you walking?
Yeah. I'm walking.
Okay.
I'll meet you there.
And that was really neat to see from us going out there when it was just dirt and just barely getting some ledger boards up to the point where now we have a standing constructed shell.
Start to finish.
Yeah, on the shell at least.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully we're going to get to, like you said, picked up for a second season.
Yep, we'll go out there and kind of follow along as they finish it out.
We're going to hit that burrito place too at some point, right?
Absolutely.
All right, that's what we're worried about. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in again for another edition of Satterwhite Live. Once again, we'd love to have ideas or questions that you'd like answered. We'd definitely hit those for you.
Drop us an email or give us a call. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.